and welcome to Roush Stadium in Kettering, Ohio for tonight's MVCC Game of the Week. All right, I'm here with Beaver Creek head football coach Nick Black. First, Coach, thanks for giving me time for the interview. What have you seen this week in practice following the close loss to Lebanon last week that this team's fired up for this week?
I've seen our seniors try to take a little bit more leadership initiative and try to focus a little bit more on details and things like that we've been talking about for a couple of weeks.
And how has the loss changed the demeanor of this team? I mean, you guys were 3-0 on all momentum, but
well, I mean, I think for the most part our team's resilient, so I don't know that it has affected our demeanor much. I mean, we're they're kind of a fairly loose bunch of kids. They're pretty confident, and so I don't know that it's changed a lot other than our record.
And what has to happen tonight on any phase of the ball to make sure you guys come out with the win?
We got to be more consistent with all our possessions on offense. I feel like we've wasted some possessions at times over the last couple of weeks with either turnovers or getting behind the chains with penalties and things like that, and that's what we have to clean up.
All right, thank you, and good luck tonight.
Thanks.
Alrighty, I'm here with Fairmont coach Dave Miller. First of all, thanks for being here with us again. Now, first, how do you plan to stop Beaver Creek, who has a similar game plan going into this one?
Hey, it's hard to stop that offense. I mean, it's why we do it. You know, it's more of a slow them down type thing because they don't run a lot of plays. They're not fancy. They just execute. So we just have to be patient and hopefully slow them down and hopefully they make a mistake. That's about all you can do.
Now, obviously, patience is a virtue. How frustrating is it that you guys were debatably just mistakes away from being 3-1?
Hey, we played 4 really good football teams, and you know the margin for error is really slim. So kids are playing hard, and we're learning. It's just you learn the hard way when you make those mistakes against good people. So hopefully eliminate the mistakes. Same effort, same attitude, and we're in good shape.
All right, yes indeed. And finally, describe the excitement of the locker room after senior Darnell Boulware comes in after not playing 8th grade. Not playing football since 8th grade and just kills it those last 2 games.
Well, I'll tell you what. Here's the thing about him. He's a special kid because how he does things. We just talked about attitude and effort. He's an attitude effort guy. He's one of our captains, deservedly. For not playing 4 years of football, you can make up for a lot of things if you approach things that way. And that kid is living proof that you can do that.
Thank you so much, Dave. Mr. Miller.
I'm here with Beaver Creek freshman kicker Marcella Cash. First, what does it mean for you to be on the football team dressing as a freshman?
It feels really great just to be able to even make it on the team and to be out here and everybody supporting you. It's a really different experience than most things.
So what do you have in your game arsenal that most male kickers do not have in GWAL?
Probably that of a girl.
So watch out for number 13, Marcella Cash, tonight, as she'll be kicking off and kicking extra points for the Beavers. Thank you. We are week number 5. Beaver Creek at Fairmont. About 88 degrees outside, so perfect weather for football here late September.
Yes, indeed, Jared.
Quick facts about Coach Black of the Beavers. He was Wittenberg's tight end coach. Oh, here you go. 13-11 at Beaver Creek overall, and 26-18 overall as head coach. 2 years he spent at Graham, 13-8-1, but 6 years at Springboro under Ryan Wilhite. 2 years at the University of Dayton. His defense was the #1 in NCAA for those 2 years. And a year at Milken University out of Decatur, Illinois. So he has college experience coming into a high school game. Now, what do you have on, Coach Miller?
86-22 record coming in, including the playoffs. Currently 0-4 as the Firebirds head coach. Previously at Twin Valley South and Covington, where at Covington he was so good. 5 perfect regular seasons, 10-0 as you see there on your screen. 6 cross-country conference titles, and a 53-game winning streak. So tremendous. And the Firebirds really like what they have in brand new head coach Dave Miller.
Yeah, AD Chris Weaver found a gem there in the pile. Now, quick keys to the game here for the Beaver Creek Beavers. They have to continue the ground and pound attack there with Keaton Wagner coming out of the backfield. He is relentless, 4th in GWALK overall rushing. They cannot let last week's loss carry over to tonight. They have to get that was mental mistakes. They had too many last week. They have to put that behind them. Hopefully had a good week in practice and get that one over with. And maybe air the ball out a little bit. Both of these teams really don't do it, and they're virtually dead last against the pass. So maybe if Fairmont or Beaver Creek can catch Fairmont on their heels, maybe come up with a few big plays down the field. Defensively for the Beavers, they need to stop Boulware's rush up the middle and Burrow's rush to the outside. Those two last week gashed the Springboro off defensive line for so many yards. And they need to watch for the pass. I mean, Fairmont's not going to pass the ball that much, but last week we said the same thing, and they had 3 long touchdown passes out of it. So you still got to keep it in your back of your mind that Fairmont can pass. Also, 4 players with over 150 rushing yards for the Firebirds, something Beaver Creek's going to have to watch out for. You don't know which one's going to get the ball, so it'll be interesting.
Very versatile and dangerous. My keys for the game for the Firebirds, at least make 10 passing attempts. You have to air the ball out sometimes. Like, you have to get the passing game going if you want this ground and pound style to work. You just pass the ball.
Yeah,
pass.
Yeah, something Miles Johnson can do well if Coach Miller calls that play.
Very capable arm as a sophomore coming in. And keep feeding Boulware the ball up the middle. He was a monster eating up Springboro's defense last week. And just about every aspect, he ran over defenders. He made the quick cuts, shifts his weight very well. So it'll be interesting to see how he does tonight as a breakout talent. And hold on to the ball. Stop making stupid mistakes, penalties, turnovers.
9 fumbles on
9
so
fumbles.
far.
That's ridiculous in 4 games. Come on, Fairmont. And as for the defense, stop Caden Wanger. He's gonna try to burn you. They're gonna go up the middle with him a lot.
Really, he's been an excellent compliment to Tim Bradshaw last year, who ended up finished second in G-Walker rushing behind Leon Hargroves out in Trotwood.
Tim Bradshaw was incredible, and Caden Wenger is very much doing the same this week. Beaver Creek runs exactly the same offense as you, so you kind of know what to expect there. You're going in with the same game plan.
Yeah, 2 triple option teams coming at it, and really not going to be much difference here. We're going to see later on throughout the game.
So you think Fairmont would have the advantage there, at least?
I'm going to go against the records. I'm going to say Fairmont's going to come out with a win on top. It's going to be a hard-fought game, close throughout. I think the Firebirds have the mentality. They have the success from last week, and if they can bring that into tonight's game and hold on to the ball, they should be there at the end to see if they can hold on and win. And
Jared,
your prediction?
Jared, I'm going to have to agree with you here. I think Fairmont's ground and pound style is going to work against Beaver Creek, to be honest. I think Fairmont's at times stingy young defense is going to halt the Beavers as much as it possibly can.
Dear ladies and gentlemen, please stand and show your appreciation for one of our nation's many heroes. We salute Sergeant Martinez and all the brave men and women that sacrifice so much to protect our freedoms. Representing Beaver Creek for the toss of the coin this evening, number 7, Julian Linkart, number 30, Jackson Knipper, number 57, Jay Bennett, and also number 56, Caleb Thomas. Representing the Firebirds this evening, number 5, Taylor Sukadeki, number 14, Billy Kager, number 40, Darnell Bower, and also number 66, Trey Stover.
You are the visiting team. That is a head, and that is a tail. What is your call? Calls tail. It is a tail. You're going to receive. You want to kick from the scoreboard? Put your back towards it. Kicking away. Beaver Creek has won the toss. They will receive. Have a good game, gentlemen. Good luck.
Beaver Creek has won the toss. They will receive the opening kickoff. They will be from south to north. Ladies and gentlemen, the Board of Education, our superintendent, principal, and the athletic department of Fairmont High School extends to each of you a very cordial welcome.
Jeff, what do you see in the Firebirds tonight that you think that would bring something of a win?
I think they were debatably mistakes away from being 3-1 instead of 0-4. And as it says on Max Preps, and as everybody knows, their schedule strength is ridiculous.
Yeah, strength of schedule of 55.6 is insane.
It's crazy, and they played 4 good football games, I think they have. And so let's see if they can limit the mistakes and overcome Beaver Creek tonight. I think they will, though.
Looks like number 46, Tyler Wallahay, is on to kick off for the Firebirds. Back deep to receive it for the Beavers is number 1, Nathaniel Santiago. Short line drive kick fielded at about the 10. That is actually number 7, Julian Linkhart, correction.
Oh, goodness.
And he is out to about the 32, is where the Beavers will start this first drive of the first game. Really the player to watch for Beaver Creek is their running back. He's 4th in G-Walk in rushing. And really Beaver Creek and Fairmont are identical offensively, both running that successful triple option.
Beaver Creek has just done it against less competent defenses, Jared. I think the player to watch on defense for the Firebirds is number 42, freshman starter Trey Baker, with 17 tackles, a half a sack, and a pick. He's been a big-time playmaker so far.
Number 44, Caden Wagner, the kid I was telling you a few seconds ago, gets the initial carry up the middle.
Here we go. Beaver Creek lines up again quickly.
Wagner, no, fake handoff, pitch out, goes to number 24, Noah Corrigan. And he will be about 3 yards short of the first down, so about 3rd and 3.
And we'll see if this game goes as quick as everybody thinks it's going to go.
Well, when neither team really attempts more than 10 passes a game and runs the ball constantly, it'll be interesting to see how quickly this game ends.
Defense is going to have to endure a lot.
Right,
These are
defense
going to
is
be
going to
long,
get tired.
rolling drives if they work out the way the coaches want them to. There we go.
Play clock's down to 5. Looks like number 11 keeps it up the middle. That is the quarterback, Cody Hawker.
It does not look like he crossed the change.
It
We'll
will be
see.
close. The ref is saying he's about a half a yard short is what it looks like. That's almost a full yard there. It'll be interesting to see if Coach Black's going to leave his offense out there.
Yep, they're going to run a quick play.
I don't know. Maybe you try to get a fake hut or a fake spike.
I think they're going right up the middle here.
We'll find out as the play clock slowly ticks down, Beaver Creek might just let this run down and call a timeout. No, quarterback keeper up the middle, and he did not get it.
Stuffed by number 44, Ty Smith.
So Beavers gamble early and turn it over on downs. Firebirds will have excellent starting field position to start this game.
And here we go, as you can see on your screen, senior Austin Tackett getting patted on the helmet as him and Ty Smith just incredible effort up the middle.
Blew through that off defensive line.
And this is what we have seen. The past games, Fairmont getting off to a quick start and just losing their fire as it goes along. But we'll see. They come out here with a lot of excitement, the fans on their side,
This
line up in
is
the gun.
Different.
Oh, what?
Actually, I guess we got excited. It looks like Beaver Creek kept the ball. So it was actually a first down Beaver Creek, so we apologize for that. It looked like the Rex signaled that he was short, but
yeah, and the
second
players
down
are pumped up. I'm very confused, but
second down and 11 almost. So
Put that
Beaver
behind
Creek,
us.
I guess, got the ball by an inch. Wagner gets the carry up the middle, maybe gains 1 on the play, so it'll be 3rd and long here for the Beavers.
very stubborn defense with the Firebirds coming out here. I like the way they're playing defense though. Very aggressive at point of attack, stifling at the line.
This
If
is
they can
where-
continue this, they can easily win the game. But Beaver Creek, as you know, very tough. First loss coming last week.
Yeah, that was a close 27-21 loss to Lebanon, which really can really kind of be the downfall if they want to make the playoffs or not. Wagner will be about gain 2 on the play, so about 5 short on the 3rd down. So it should be a punt now here for the Beavers.
And here we go. Beaver Creek is lining up again. This is a 4th down. You got to be thinking pass here, Jared.
This has to be a pass.
Oh.
No, what? I think
Is that a
Hawker's
punt?
also the punter.
Yep, that's a punt.
That's a nice punt, actually.
Sukavecki back there to return.
Bounce at the 17, goes out of bounds at the 15. So
Good
decent
punt.
starting field position for the Firebirds.
And even though that mistaken call did not go the Firebirds' way, they came out there and they took it on their chins and stopped them the next drive. So Beaver Creek comes out here. And not a bad defense at all.
No, good defense
Beavers
to stand
had.
there for the Firebirds. I think the whole stadium thought they had the Beavers pinned or stopped on that 4th down, but we'll come out and see what they can do on offense. Last week, 2 of the 3 times they actually passed the ball went for a 75 and a 45-yard touchdown, so we'll see if Miller wants to target that again as Beaver Creek's one towards the bottom in passing defense. Looks like Boulware gets the carry up the middle, and there's a penalty flag on the field.
And here we go.
That has to be, I mean, with how quickly that came out,
Another flag.
I would say a face mask, maybe grabbing the face mask. Nope, chop block against Fairmont, so that'd be a 10-yard penalty.
A lot of stupid flags this year.
Unnecessary. I mean, Boulware had the carry. He was already past the guy when he chop blocked him. An unnecessary move there by someone down there on the offensive line.
And Beaver Creek's defense doesn't mess around either, Jared. Very good at stopping the run.
That'll put the ball down inside the 10, almost close to the 7-yard line. So Fairmont has to worry. They got to hold on to the ball here. They've turned the ball over quite a few times on the fumble, and you don't want to give Beaver Creek a short field. 1st and 17.
Here we go. Oliver Johnson an option set.
Looks like Johnson keeps the fake, pitches out to Perkins, and Perkins maybe gains 4 on the play.
Actually, that's David Stamer.
Oh, David Stamer. I don't have good eyes. That's why I wear glasses.
Oh, it's fine.
They all look like the same number down there on the field.
2nd and 14.
I say target a quick slant. I mean, Beaver Creek, if you can get past that defensive line, there's nobody back there.
It does not appear like they're going to run it at all, as they have not one wide out. 11 set for the run.
Boulware gets the carry up the middle, and he'll be gain 3 on the play. So about 3rd down and 7 here. So it'll be 3rd and about 7.
Now, I predict that they do what they've usually done on 3rd down, and that's the pitch.
Run.
That's the pitch.
Pitch.
Usually they go wide, but
Well, they got wide they got them wide.
here we
One
go.
to
2
the
wide
top and
outs.
one to the bottom. I bet that's just to get the safeties off the block.
So Firebirds first drive, 3rd and 7.
Boulware keeps it up the middle. No, Johnson kept it, and he's going down. He'll actually looks like he'll lose a yard on the play.
Didn't go anywhere that time.
4th down and 8, so he did lose 1 yard on the play. So
And they're lining up in punt formation here.
that was not a good offensive set for the Firebirds at all.
Penalty really held them back there.
And
Number
looks
7,
like Brody Mastis to punt.
Number 7, Julian Linkhart.
Firebirds have to watch out for Linkhart. Linkhart, he has speed.
And it's going to
That
bounce
takes
back.
a Firebird bounce down inside the 45
Going to be
to
down
about the
by
43.
Down by number 1, Marquise Williams, the sophomore defensive back.
But starting their second possession, Beaver Creek has excellent starting field position, just 6 yards away from midfield.
Fairmont's going to have to repeat what they did last time about.
Yeah, defensive line is going to have to step up, and they're going to have to hit Wagner in the backfield.
And an unusual move here by the Firebirds. Offensive weapon number 3, Jake Perkins, is lined up at the cornerback slot, actually.
See him down here at the bottom of your screen, number 3, right on the 0 and 50. Wagner gets the carry up the middle, and he fumbles.
Looks
No,
like he
ref
recovered
signals
it.
down.
Oh,
Ref
okay.
signal said he was down, so 2nd down. Looks like number 44 had the tackle for the Firebirds. That is Ty Smith.
And it does not look like this Firebird defense is going to cave.
So
Beaver
far
Creek.
up the middle. It's not working for Wagner, and that's really where he has all of his power coming out of the fullback position. Look how big he is back there. He's head and shoulders above everybody else. The running back pitch out goes to 24.
May I say, great read by number 5, senior Trevor Sukavecki. The captain just flew in.
Noah Kerrigan got hit in the backfield and drove back
Oh.
4 yards back.
Sukavecki is down as it looks like he's holding his head.
Sukavecki might have, the way he came in, he might have a separated shoulder.
Oh, wow. No, it looks like he's holding his head. And if this looks like it appears to be, then Sukavecki will join the group of seniors that are already injured.
He's up, so we'll see.
The trainers treat him.
Tonight's MVCC High School Football Game of the Week, powered by Frickers, is being recorded by the Miami Valley Communications Council and media students from Centerville and Kettering Fairmont High Schools. Go to our website, mvcc.net, to find our schedule for rebroadcast of the game. And while you're there, also check out cool features such as staff bios and class information and information about what MVCC really does to make sure you get the best viewing experience possible. Visit mvcc.net now. It is good to see Sukavecki walk off the sideline under his own power. Maybe, hopefully, just a stinger, and he'll be able to return.
Such
in
a
this
great
game.
Player for the Firebirds.
The Firebirds can't afford to lose him on defense.
Possibly the best player on defense. 18 tackles, a forced fumble, a pick, and one stat that's immeasurable, and that's leadership.
Back to pass, wobble, and it is intercepted by the Firebirds. That looks like
number 17.
Number 17 is that
Ryan
Ryan
Hall.
Hall.
The sophomore cornerback that has been mentioned so many times this year.
So Fairmont's defense comes up huge there with a pick six, or not a pick six. That was just a duck coming out of Hoker's hand.
Great pressure by the defense.
Excellent pressure.
I mean, you wouldn't be expecting a passer. That's
you
the
can
crazy
see
part.
here. He was hit immediately, and it just comes wobbling out of his hands, and Hall is watching it.
If I'm not mistaken, I think that was Austin Tackett there again on the pressure. So Firebirds got it.
1st and 10 from the 47-yard line. Fairmont has to take the capitalization of this.
Yes. That's been one of the biggest mistakes all year is not capitalizing upon turnovers.
Well, you got to capitalize. If you end up losing Sukavecki for the game, that is why we got the Firebirds have the interceptions, because Sukavecki had that huge hit in the backfield, which put Beaver Creek in a position to have to throw it. As Stamer gets the carry up the middle or to the outside there, and he'll be about 3 yards away from the first down.
Looked like a 7-yard run there by Stamer to the outside.
But yeah, without Sukavecki's big tackle for a loss, Beaver Creek could have probably ran it there and held on to the ball.
And he is another really huge player that they've already lost one captain this year in Cam Creighton, and other seniors as well, including Dakota Gearhart, Devin Jones, Dalton Smith, Nick Moreland. This would be the 6th big impact player.
And Jake Perkins has been playing kind of injury prone all year too.
Yeah.
He's out for week 2 and 3.
There goes Miles Johnson.
Bullware gets the carry up the middle. And it looks like he'll pick up one on the play. So it'll be 3rd and 2 coming up here for the Firebirds. You see Ryan Hall check in here. He had that big interception. I say go out there and give him a shot to catch.
He is someone that the coaches really like. Listed as 6'2", 165, sophomore basketball player. Can dunk, actually. Already.
Well, I guess we have to watch out for him when we come around to basketball season.
Oh, indeed. Sophomore varsity starter expected, at least.
Pitch goes out to number 6. That is Burrows, and he has the first down.
Burrows, as well, is on the list of key players for the Firebirds. 296 yards and a touchdown this year. So he has been one of the bright spots for the Firebirds in their 0-4 season.
Yeah, the two running Burrows and Bullware is really what has kept this Firebirds, I think, not really necessary there, but keeping their spirits up on this game is they're always pounding the ball and not ending until the whistle ends.
There's that fake hit.
And they got him to jump.
And that's why they do it, folks. Kenan Burrows to the back.
So that'll be an encroachment against the Beavers. I'm jumping all over the G-Walk tonight. 1st and 5 as we end towards near the end of the first quarter.
They use that a lot as a tactic to lure linebackers to the side that they're predicting the run. But
hey,
it works.
If you get an encroachment, it works.
Works a lot. They line up. Number 2, Miles Johnson.
I didn't. What is that formation? You see 15 people are all moving. And
a lot of motions there.
Reset it. Got you, boss. Thank you.
There we go.
looks like Boulware got the carry up the middle. And I don't think he gained anything, maybe a yard at best.
And they're gonna put it as 2. So 2nd and 3 here.
That's a generous spot.
Miller talked about before this game, Boulware is such a tough runner, and he really just levels the secondary when he breaks off a big run.
But he's quick on his feet. He can hit that cut, and he can make the defender miss and break his ankles. I kind of want to see that.
He shifts his weight very well.
Play clock is down to 10.
At the bottom of your screen, wideouts, Swearingen and Hall.
Boulware gets the carry at the middle, and he get hit at the line of scrimmage.
Clobbered.
Gain of nothing. Looked like tackle by number 33, or we'll go with 30, Jackson Nipper of the Beavers. So 3rd down and 2. You got a few different options that you can go with if you're the Firebirds. You've got Boulware up the middle or Burrows to the outside, but Johnson can also, I mean, it's just 2 yards. He can maybe fall over for that.
Here we go. Johnson's going to take the snap.
Gives it to Burrows up the mid, or Boulware, and he will be close to the 1st down.
Let's see how they
Ref's
spot
saying
this.
no, about a half a yard short.
I think they should definitely go for this one.
Yes, this is by far you have to go for this. Field goals 2. That's
4th
too
and
far
1
for a
here.
field goal.
As the clock is ticking down here, currently at 47 seconds in the 1st quarter.
Play clock's down to 15. 4th and less than a yard.
So 2 wideouts out there. Ryan Hall at the top of your screen and senior Swearingen at the bottom.
Play clock's down to 3. Boulware gets it. No, Johnson pitches out, and he kips it to Stamer. And that'll be a gain of 3, enough for the 1st down for the Firebirds.
And this is where the Firebirds really get you, just methodically picking apart your defense and moving the ball via the ground and pound. Dave Miller's so competent for years at Covington, for 9 years actually.
9
accomplished there.
9 straight playoff appearances. I don't see why you would leave such a successful program. 53-game regular season winning streak.
He grew up in the Kettering area, and he said he kind of viewed it as returning home, helping this football program out. But here we go, clock running down to 15
Doesn't he teach
now.
at Beaver Creek?
No, he teaches at Fairmont now.
Oh, he did move to Fairmont. I know he taught.
He's a history teacher now.
History teacher, all right.
We'll call on the play.
Johnson keeps it, maybe gains 2 on the play.
Maybe 2.
And that will be the end of the 1st quarter in our MVCC Game of the Week, week number 1. Scores knotted up at 0 here as the Beavers are playing host to the Fairmont Firebirds on homecoming night here in Roush. What did you see in that 1st quarter that you liked from Fairmont, either offensively or defensively?
For the defense, I like how they were stubborn. They really wanted the ball back, and they were explosive on the line, and that forced a lot to happen. Sukavecki, I think, had the impact play, going down with an injury, but hey, it's football, as they say.
Yeah,
shooting from I think he ran from 15 yards back and just zipped it. He read that play all the way, and that's why you study in the film room.
Offensively, Fairmont's moving the ball pretty well. I mean, they've picked up that 4th down, but I mean, they need to get into more manageable 3rd downs if they want to keep their shot at this game. And Beaver Creek, I mean, their offensive line needs to step up and block because, I mean, they are not blocking this Firebird defensive line.
And they're bigger,
and
so they have no excuse to not get out there and hit a guy and clear the path.
Well, the bigger they are, the slower they move is what some people say, but
I really like the effort out there from number 87 senior lineman Austin Tackett. He already has a half a sack this season and got some tackles for loss, and he had that big pressure. He
forced that interception. He got in there and gave pressure on Hoker. I am sorry if I mispronounce anybody's name. Second and 8 from the 28 here. The Firebirds begin the second quarter.
Yeah, Talker. Here we go. Firebirds lining up there. 29-yard line.
Keeps him Johnson, and he'll be about 3 yards short of the first down. So third and about 3 here. Maybe a long 4 or short 4.
Yeah, they're going to label as 4 there, Jared. Solid spot by the refs. And here we go as sophomore Ryan Hall, who had the interception earlier, coming down.
I don't think we have to announce where he's at. He's going to line up there all game, and they're not going to throw it to him all game. So he's just a decoy.
There go that fake hit again. I believe that is Burrows out there, top of your screen. Number 6, Miles Johnson takes a snap.
Stamer gets the carry up the middle, and he will be
Dylan Krieger.
about a yard short is what the far ref signals. So fourth and about 1. Fourth and about 1. The Firebirds really, I say kick the field goal. Take the field goal if you're the Firebirds.
Doesn't look like they're going to take the field goal at all as they line up for offense in 4th and 1. All they need is 1 yard, and I don't see Bolware in there.
Stamer's still at the fullback position. Play clock's down to 5.
Dylan Krieger.
I thought you said Krieger was hurt.
That was Moreland.
Oh. Or maybe I thought you heard Creighton.
Yeah, Creighton.
Creighton's hurt. Okay.
Krieger, who got most of the snaps early in the season until Bolware emerged as the favorite. But Krieger's still a valuable part of that offense, and you can see it there as he moves the chains on 4th down. It's a good push by the Firebird offensive line.
Now they're into the red zone, so they need to step up and block for these next 19 yards.
The Beavers need to get more penetration up the middle. They need to stop getting blown off the line.
They need to blitz. Johnson back to pass. No, he's running.
You have to argue if he had the hole outside, he could at least got an extra 6 yards, possibly even the touchdown there.
Yeah, he had the whole right side of the field if he wanted it.
Bad cut by Miles Johnson. Not good ball vision at all.
You can see here they had that screen pass set, but I don't know why he didn't throw it to Burrows, unless he can't handle the catch.
There we go, play action.
You see here, I don't know why didn't you throw it?
Gigantic hole.
Look at that.
Gigantic hole. So here we go as the Firebirds line up again.
I'm going to put that down. That's a mistake by the Firebirds.
Option set.
Option goes to, is that Stamer?
And I didn't think I would see that. They did a fake hit. He was running backwards, and they called the play as he stopped. So good trickery there by the Firebirds offense.
You also got to watch out for that, so you have to stop before that ball has hiked. 3rd and about 2 here.
Firebirds in field goal range here.
I don't think it matters. You've went for it twice on 4th down on this drive. If you don't get it, you go for it again. You play to win the game. Field goals don't win.
Hard work is going to pay off.
But we don't have to debate on 4th down because
Dylan Krieger gets to that 5-yard line.
Inside of the 5, and Firebirds will have 1st and goal with a 5 yards looking between them and touchdown.
Good grit and grind here by the Fairmont Firebirds. As you can see on the replay, Krieger just takes that hole right up the middle. Or to the right slightly. Jackson Nipper with the stop. Senior linebacker listed at 6'2", 245, so he is a big boy.
Coming out of that replay, you see Krieger lost a yard on the play. So 2nd and goal to go from the 6.
We'll see how Johnson and the Firebirds counter that play. As Beaver Creek has not shown much determination to get off the field.
And really down here, the Firebirds can't even fake an attempt to pass because you've got the sidelines and end zone working against you. Pitch goes out to Stamer. He gains 3. 2. He'll be down to the 3.
Good push there by David Stamer.
It'll
Listed
be-
as a wide receiver, but showed off some power out there.
I think everybody listed as a wide receiver just going to be a halfback for the Firebirds.
Anybody can be a halfback for the Firebirds.
Well, I think Stamer's the only one that has caught Miles Johnson's touchdown passes this year.
Oh, Jake Perkins in the last game.
3rd and 3 from the 3.
Here we go, Miles Johnson.
Beavers only look like they're going to rush 4. Stamer, no, Johnson keeps it, and he will be stuffed at about the 2, 1.5.
Jackson Nipper again with the stop.
You have to go for it.
Yep.
If you don't get it, you pin the Beavers with 99.5 yards to go.
And that defensive line has shown it can easily deal with that.
This is going to be huge here. This could be a turning point.
And they're
in the
bringing
game.
out, they're swapping an offensive lineman for a wide receiver here. And Beaver Creek's going to send all they got. They should send
Bullware's
all
not
they
even on the
got.
field.
You
This
have
is
to-
where, and the timeout called there by Miles Johnson as the play clock was down to 2. Why is Bullware not on the field?
I say you get him out there.
You,
Ran with so much grit and toughness this year.
he's so big he could get 1 yard by himself without a offensive line.
So, and if that's the case, all you need is 1 yard. So you have to put him in.
If Bullware's not coming, if he's not out there after this, I don't see why.
All righty, well, 0-0 here. 5:37, I believe. No, that's 6 minutes and 37.
Yeah, 6
seconds.
minutes, 37 seconds left in the game, or first half, and we've only played 30 minutes of actual football. That's what happens when you run the ball and not pass.
Yeah, this is only Fairmont's second drive, and Beaver Creek has only had 2 drives as well. So very grueling drives.
Could be end up whoever has the ball last is going to win the game.
It surely seems that way.
4th and 1 from the 1.5.
Here we go. As Fairmont's loud crowd gets to stomping here. Fans on this side are going wild.
Johnson hands it off to Stamer. And he will come up short, being tackled at the 2. So costly gamble comes up short for the Firebirds.
And
But
you should have had Bullware in there.
yeah, that's a debatable call. Bullware would have got the first touchdown.
Miles Johnson.
You can
may
see
have
here in the
gotten
middle
it.
of your screen. Johnson should have kept the ball there. Johnson, that's why you do the read.
And what seems to be the key player on defense for the Beavers,
Nipper.
Jackson Nipper, getting just about every tackle he can sniff out.
Inside the red zone he did. But 98 yards here, shadow your own goalpost is not where you want to be if you're the offense.
Cody Hawker.
Number 20, Rodney Alston, first time we're calling his name tonight. Gain of about 3.
So Fairmont has to be tough right here.
Yeah, you have to get a stop defensively and get a short field, because you might not have but 2 minutes to work with if you can get the ball back from the Beavers.
And next time out, they have to get some big plays going.
I say attempt a pass. They're not looking for it at all as Alston gets the ball carry again.
Oh
Maybe
my
gains one more
goodness.
on the play.
May I say, excellent read by freshman Trey Baker. This kid has been amazing all season.
So 3rd down and long, 3rd and 7 to be exact.
Goodness gracious.
But I kind of want Beaver Creek to score a touchdown too, because you got to watch that. Number 13, Marcella Cash, female kicker for the
Freshman.
Beaver.
female
Freshman,
kicker.
nonetheless, female kicker for the Beavers.
Incredible.
But she does kick off, so I mean, if Beaver Creek ever scores, we'll get to see that too. And Hawker trips coming out of the backfield and he'll be down back to the 2. So a loss of 3 will be 4th and 10, and he's putting out of his own end zone.
So great defense there by the Firebirds. As
Watch.
Beaver Creek's offense gets stifled again, and Are you surprised by this, Jared?
I am very surprised. Beaver Creek has come in leading G-Walk and rushing. I do not see why they're not rushing up and down the field. But
They're going for it on 4th and 9 on.
no, they're not. They're going to wind the clock all the way down and call the timeout. Take as much time off the clock as you can.
And, yep, there's the timeout by Beaver Creek.
Who would be that insane to go for it? 4th and 9 from the opponent's 2.
I've seen some stuff, Jared.
Madden doesn't count.
Come on. Not even Michael Vick?
No.
So, all righty, 0-0 tied up here as the Beaver Creek goes to give it to Fairmont again, and the Firebirds is just plain and simple look like the better football team here early.
So far early, yes, they are the better-looking football team.
And they're going out there with a lot of spirit right now, as you can see on your screen. Defensive coordinators talking it up.
Coming into tonight's game, Beaver Creek, they were on a 3-game winning streak, opening up the season 37-20 win over Xenia, 14-0 win over Carroll, and a 35-14 win at Fairborn, but at Lebanon last week, 27-21, giving them their first loss of the year. So really looking to rebound. Rankings-wise, Beaver Creek fell 935 spots in the national rankings, fell 59 spots in Ohio rankings, and fell from 35th down to 40th in the state of Ohio for Division I football teams.
Wow.
So a hard loss there to Lebanon. And
And they
Hawker's punt.
Not a good punt at all.
It's going to get to the 32.
Great field position here for the Firebirds. They have to score this time,
A
dude.
touchdown. Hawker gets about a 30-yard punt maybe.
Firebird lines up for their 3rd drive of the game. And so 2 receivers set.
Look at the separation that's Hall at the top of the screen has on his defender. That's number 17, Vitaly Salayer. But, oh, there's Boulware. Why was Boulware there? He's back into the game. I don't see why he's back in the game now and not when they were 4th and 1 from the 1.
And you got a question here. How many tackles is Jackson Nipper going to get? He has
double digits. I think probably double digits already.
I think he has at least 7. I've seen. He keep calling his name tonight. An incredible 6'2", 245 linebacker. Has been one of the only bright spots in the Beavers defense. The reason that Fairmont hasn't scored yet, I believe.
Right. He hit Stamer right at the line of scrimmage. Johnson hands it off up the
again
middle.
in a Jackson Nipper with a huge hit.
We're just going to – it's going to be – Boulware's going to run at Nipper, and we're going to see which one can get – if Boulware can break the tackle or if Nipper's going to get him down.
It's looking like he is just clobbering this whole offense. And if you're a coach, you're going crazy. You're making fan signs over there. This kid has been incredible. Nothing short of incredible tonight.
3rd and long here, 3rd and 9 for the Firebirds.
And the key here on 3rd and long is simple. Get the ball away from number 30 in the Beavers uniform.
Yeah, look, you can see him. We zoom out a little bit more. There he is right there.
Right by the ref in the middle of the field.
Timeout, Firebirds. Their 2nd timeout of the first half, leaving them with 1, and Beaver Creek has 3. 3:07 left to play in the first half. But Fairmont driving.
And here we go. Firebirds, as I said, are very much the better team here early, but couldn't tell by the scoreboard. They're still tied, knotted up at 0-0. 3rd and 9, they'll come out of the timeout with. 3:07 left in the first half. And Jared, what do you expect the Beavers to do coming out of this timeout?
Put Nipper on Boulware. You tell Nipper wherever the ball goes, you go. Because that seems to be the only person that can get a tackle for the Beavers.
Not only has he been agile, but reading every move by the offense.
So we'll see. You can see Nipper there. He's standing on the 30. No, that's the 26. Long hair there coming out the bottom of the helmet. Watch his closing speed. Is right before the ball gets hiked. He's going to run. I want to see him Troy Polamalu over the line. A pass.
Oh! Miles Johnson, the middle of the field to Kenan Burrows.
Burrows is left wide open up the middle of the field, and the Firebirds break the scoreboard with 3 minutes left in the second quarter. 6-0 now.
And you see that, Dave Miller, the magic of passing the ball. Woo! The Firebirds are pumped up here, and they got on the scoreboard first. And with this defense that they are displaying, it doesn't look like Beaver Creek's going to put up any points.
If you're Fairmont, I say go for 2. You have not had luck kicking the extra point this year. You have missed 3. I mean, they all got counted as misses, but I mean, you've had 3 that have been dropped by the holder.
I don't think they hear you, Jared. Brody Mass lining up for the extra point.
Do I need to get a megaphone?
All righty, let's see if they can tack on and make it 7 here.
Timeout.
There's the whistle there.
Delay a game.
How do you have...
Don't ask. It's Fairmont. Delay a game on an extra point. So that'll back them up 5, and this will be about a 20. This will be a 25-yard extra point.
So now you think you're really thinking about going for the 2. At least I would.
It'd
think
still
so.
be that far. 25-yard PAT coming here. Some field goal kickers can't even make this in high school.
We'll see. Line up here. Hike the ball.
Kick is up. Long enough, and it is good. Brody Mass tacks on the extra point, pushing the Firebirds lead now 7-0 with 2:59 left in the second quarter of our MVCC Game of the Week, week number 5. Opening up conference play. This is what the Firebirds need.
Yes, they need
rolling
a
through.
Huge push. If they can finish out the season with this really good vibe.
I'm not going to say they're out, but if Fairmont can run the table with their strength of schedule and their quality of losses, they have a chance at the last spot in the playoffs.
Really, yeah, easily.
With that's what happens when you play 2 Cincinnati schools, Alter and Springboro,
But
all continuous or perennial playoff teams, and any of them weren't bad blowout losses.
Except Sycamore. Sycamore was pretty bad.
Yeah.
35-0.
And that's why Sycamore's 4-0.
Yeah, if you talk to any of the Fairmont players or coaches, they'll tell you flat out Sycamore was way better than them. But that's why I say they debatably could have been. They're a few mistakes away from 3-1.
Right. If they would have passed the ball a few more times against Springboro last week in our game of the week,
They are looking really good
they
passing
would
the
have
ball.
easily won that one. Because Springboro's defense was not playing.
But then again, part of their passing game is deception. As you see,
as you saw in the Burrows touchdown,
they get so much space because you think they're going to run every time, and then when they do pass, you were so shocked by the deep play. As Mass here to kick off following the extra point.
Need to see if he can get all of this one this time. And last kickoff was not very good. And this is out of bounds, and that's another mistake against the Firebirds.
Another flag giving Beaver Creek improving field position here.
They'll start at the 35. So, I mean, don't angle it out of bounds. Don't angle your kick. If you're Brody Mass for the rest of the game, you kick it straight down the middle of the field.
2 minutes and 58 seconds left here for the Beavers to score. And some are going to question their ability to score. Firebirds' defense has been really stingy today in giving up yards. So here we go. Junior quarterback Cody Hawker lining up behind center, an option set.
Well, Julian Linkhart did have 1 catch for 71 yards last week against Lebanon, so, I mean, You've always got that threat coming out of the backfield.
It's Cody Hawker takes the option for about 2 yards. Here we go. Beaver Creek lining up quickly.
And really the best receiver. Oh, their quarterback's only completed 8 attempts on the year. 8 for 141 total yards, but Linkhart last week, 71 yards on that 1 catch. And looking at the playoff rankings coming into tonight,
3rd and 6. Beaver Creek tries to take it.
I got to find Division I first.
Beaver Creek lining up again on this 3rd and 6.
With that loss last week, Beaver Creek sitting in the number 11 spot. Only the top 8 qualify for the playoffs.
There we go. Handoff off the middle by Caden Wenger. Stopped by the defensive line. And linebacker Josh Baker.
Fairmont took the timeout. Well, with a minute 35, maybe if you can get a decent punt return. Who knows?
So a minute 35 left. We'll see if the Firebirds are aggressive here. As pass is shown, they just run out the clock.
But looking here at the Division I Region 3 playoff rankings, Beaver Creek currently sits in the number 11 spot at 4.975 total points for the playoffs. Gahanna Lincoln is at 4-0 in the number 8 spot. It's 7.423, but a strength of schedule against Division I opponents at 11 for the Gahanna Lincoln, and 17.5 is really what's keeping Beaver Creek in it. Kicks up high. It's going more sideways than anything.
Horrible punt, and the Firebirds have a chance to score again before the half.
1st and 10 from the 47 is where the Firebirds, or their own 47, is where the Firebirds will start this. And looking here at Fairmont, 0-4 and tied for 15th, but a schedule strength of 100 against Division II. That's Miamisburg, Alter, and West Carrollton. So, and next week, our game of the week, we'll preview later towards the end of the game. Fairmont at Miamisburg, that's going to be a good one next week at the new field down there out on the campus of Miamisburg. I know you love Josh Myers and all that, and we'll let you talk about him towards the end of the game.
Miles Johnson to the outside.
Some trickery.
Pitch. Ryan Hall with the cut.
He has blocking. And all that for about a 12-yard gain. But first down stops the clock, and the Firebirds need to get up on the line there quickly if they want to have a chance to at least get into field goal range of this game.
And if Beaver Creek doesn't read that, that's a gigantic play. So good cut inside as you see on the replay.
Don't spike the ball. You've already got the clock. Okay. Miles pitches out to number, that's Burrows.
Number 6 to 34.
But that's only a gain of 3, and he didn't get out of bounds, so Firebirds have to be up on the ball. And now the ref throws the ball away. A minute left in the second quarter.
Here we go. I think they're going to spike it here. Yep. Miles Johnson with the spike.
3rd and 9 here. The Firebirds, you have to pass it here.
Yes.
You pass to the sideline. You see there, 56.6 seconds left.
So we'll see if they take advantage of the player brought up in discussion a lot of the times. Number 17, Ryan Hall.
17. Ryan Hall. I thought he's 17.
Yeah,
I thought
17.
you said 13.
Oh, no. Number 17, Ryan Hall at the top of your screen.
Look at Swearingen down here in the 12 on the bottom.
There you go, Firebirds.
This is the first time I've ever seen Johnson in shotgun.
Oh, and he
fakes it, throwing it deep to Hall. He has the catch. He has the catch down inside the 10, down to the 8, actually. Firebirds looking great here in this minute offense drive.
Number 9, Ryan Hall with the catch.
Why do you keep changing his number? He's 17. You said number 9.
What am I talking?
I don't think Firebirds have a number 9. No, they do. Chris West. You don't spike it. You've already. Why'd they spike it
again?
Why did you spike it? No, there's a flag on the play, so that'll back him up 5. I didn't see a flag. False start against the Firebirds.
So great drive put together by Ryan Hall on the Firebirds as he goes for a 12-yard double pitch.
And then about a 20-yard catch there, putting him down inside the 10 at the 8. Well, now we're at 13. The penalty should have stopped the clock.
Here we go, Miles Johnson pitch to Burrows. Burrows has the outside.
He has it down to the 5.
And we'll see if they take a timeout here.
No timeouts for the Firebirds.
Oh.
Play clock's ticking.
30 seconds.
30 seconds left. Fairmont has to get up on the ball.
Lining up quickly. Miles Johnson keeping his
he
composure.
pitches.
Pitches.
He has the edge. He has the touchdown.
Burrows with the touchdown.
Burrows, his second touchdown of the game, putting the Firebirds up now double digits on homecoming night here at Roush.
14 points here in 3 minutes And the Firebirds are looking like a completely different team.
This is not what we've seen from the Firebirds all year in our two previous games.
And this is what Dave Miller was talking about, sticking to the culture and just grinding out these
Look
games.
how many times we sat up here and talked so bad about why you run the ball 90 times a game and never pass. That's why you run the ball 90 times in 4 games, to make them think you're going to run the ball. And you have the pass there for your
So here we go. Brody Mass with the extra point.
kicks up, almost blocked, but good. Firebirds lead 14-0 over the Beavers with 19.2 seconds left in the first half.
Burrows with his second touchdown of the year. And credit to sophomore quarterback Miles Johnson putting it right on the money to Ryan Hall.
Yeah, that was a veteran move there by Johnson.
And the safety with the help and cornerback trailing closely behind, it
Threading
did not
the
look
needle.
like he was going to catch that ball.
I thought the defender was going to knock it away, but
And that's exactly what happened all year in freshman play. Last year with Miles Johnson, Ryan Hall connection, they just moved it up on him.
you see here, Burrows, once he got to that edge, he was in. No Beavers around him for a quick 5-yard run.
We'll see what Beaver Creek does with this drive, but it is not.
19 seconds. I say you take a knee, come out, get the ball to start the second half, refresh.
Try to encourage your team to come out here better.
Kick it down the middle of the field. Don't kick it to the sideline if you're masked. And he squibs it down the middle. Linkhart drops the ball.
Is he going to try to do something with it?
He's going to. Oh, and he's brought down back at the 12.
Number 35, sophomore Jonas Smith.
With 13 seconds at the 12, I say take a knee. Go into halftime down 14. See if you can regroup and make this a game in the second half.
So I don't know what they're talking about. Maybe trying to pump them up. Here. And look, you can see how they line up. Beaver Creek out to steal now. 2 wideouts. It appears as if they're going to run this play out.
Beaver Creek's just going to, oh, they're going to try and throw it deep. Just throws it over Linkhart. No, that's number 12. Jacob Maloney. The intended receiver for the Beavers. Second 10, 8.1 seconds left now in the second quarter.
Surprisingly aggressive move there by Beaver Creek. But Firebirds weren't caught off guard at all.
No, they
Expecting
played that.
anything.
Played that well. Now they're just going to run it up the middle. Wagner had a hole,
Number 7, Kason Pate on the stop.
and that will take us to the end of the first half of play in our MVCC Game of the Week, week number 5, powered by Frickers and Miami Valley Adapted Sports. Your home team, Fairmont Firebirds, lead 14-0 over the visiting Beaver Creek Beavers on homecoming night here at Roush. So, for Jared Bergstrom and Jeff Allen, we're going to toss it down to the bands for the halftime show. We'll see you at the half.
Ladies and gentlemen, we proudly present the Beaver Creek High School Marching Band and Color Guard. The band is under the direction of Pat Frost, with assistant directors Mike Bissett, Laura Conrad, Carlos Strickland, and Andy Newman. The Color Guard is instructed by Jonathan Gilman, Patty Moon, and Sarah Frederick. The percussion instructor is Logan Lumley, with assistants James Nelson and Taylor Bradley. Graduate assistants include Jeff Sorokin, Charlie Boucher, and student teacher Josiah Keith. The drum majors are senior band members Patrick Breitenstein, Max Gargus, and Allison Huntington. Tonight, the 283-member Beaver Creek High School Marching Band would like to perform a portion of their 2016 contest show, which features the music of the progressive rock group Rush. Songs will include Spirit of the Radio and Different Strings.
Our marching Firebirds would like to congratulate the Beaver Creek marching band on a fine performance this evening and wish them all the luck in upcoming competitions. And now, ladies and gentlemen, it's homecoming in Kettering as Fairmont High School proudly presents the 2016 edition of the Kettering Fairmont Marching Firebirds. Tonight, the original Fairmont, Fairmont East, Fairmont West, and Kettering Fairmont marching band alumni join the marching Firebirds for a joint halftime performance. Former members of the Fairmont East Devs, Fairmont West Rhythmettes, and Kettering Fairmont Rebels, flags, rifles, and color guard have been busy practicing an exciting new routine just for tonight. We'll get things started with a tune that will be familiar to your ears and was a big hit for Elle King in 2015. This song appeared on her debut album Love Stuff and peaked at number 1 on the Billboard Hot Rock Songs chart, receiving 2 Grammy nominations. Here's our version of X's and O's. Take it away, ladies.
Kid, when you get out on the volleyball court, it's all bets are off.
We'll close our show this evening with what has become a Fairmont homecoming tradition. We feature all the alumni members of the Marching Firebirds rocking the house with Long Train Running.
Hello and welcome back to Roush Stadium in Kettering, Ohio for tonight, the second half of tonight's MVCC Game of the Week, week number 5. I'm Jared Bergstrom alongside Jeff Allen once again. Currently, looking up at the scoreboard, 14-0 in favor of the hometown Firebirds. What a way to come out and dominate on homecoming night.
Incredible, and they have held the team that is first in rushing in GWalk to 34 total rushing yards.
Right, Beaver Creek coming into tonight's game averaging 367 yards rushing a game, and right now sitting at 34. That's about 340 yards well short of their average.
That is amazing. That I cannot express how incredible that is.
Looking down the rest of the stat sheet, 7 first downs for Fairmont to 1 for Beaver Creek. A quick onside kick here, and it goes 10 yards.
And
it looks like Firebirds will recover. So an interesting, it's
wow.
not a bad play call there for the Beavers. They're trying to get back into this game, and a gamble worth a shot, but your defense better step up and get a 3 and out.
Yeah, they have to respond quickly. All momentum is on the Firebird side going into the end of that half. And as you can see on your screen, that Firebird bench is pumped up, and their defense is ready to go back on. Their defense wants more. They have been incredible tonight. Halting, as you heard, 35 rushing yards. The Beaver Creek has been dominant on the ground all year as Miles Johnson lines up. And he keeps it and gets stopped right at the line of scrimmage. So what do you think Beaver Creek's approach is going into the second half, Jared?
They're going to have to air the ball out more. I mean, down 14 and your offense isn't moving the ball well on the ground, you've got to air it out and try to find a way to get back into this game. But really, it all starts on your defense. Your defense has to be able to stop this 2 running back approach by the Firebirds. And so far, it's not the running that's it's the pass that's killed the Beavers.
I have to agree. They're just methodically moving the ball down and picking their defense apart, like this Dave Miller designed offense is supposed to do.
Pitch out here, and he's brought down hard. That's is that 6, Burrows.
He has been the star player tonight.
They had 2 touchdowns, 1 rushing, 1 receiving for the Firebirds. Let's see. Burrows has 1 catch for 31 yards and a touchdown, and 4 rushes for 17 yards and a touchdown with an 8-yard touchdown run.
And another key player for the Firebirds, perhaps the biggest player, Ryan Hall. Just an amazing first half, making some plays, making very big key plays.
1 catch for 27 yards, and Ryan Hall also had 1 rush for 12 yards.
And that huge interception, as we know, as Perkins.
First time Perkins has been called on offense tonight.
He's been holding his own on the defensive side of the ball, being the defensive back. But granted, the defensive backs haven't had a lot of work to do as those runs don't make it past that front 7.
But I say in this second half that Perkins better be on his feet or be on his heels for the rest of the game, as Beaver Creek's going to have to find a way to get back into this game.
So here we go. Looks like the Firebirds are going to punt this one out. Number 12, Jake Swearingen on his punt, and that is a boomer.
That is a touchback. Oh, it bounces. Oh, it's in the end zone. Bounced at the 1 and then a high bounce into the end zone.
I may be mistaken, but I don't think I've seen Swearingen take a punt all year, Jared. And that was an incredible. Looks like they should have him out all year for those punts.
With how he punted that, it looked like he's been the punter the whole year. But no, mostly Stamer and Mast, I think, has been splitting the duties at punter.
There you go. Tremendous play there. Jake Swearingen, as Firebirds offense gets stifled for the first time since their first drive.
This is where Beaver Creek needs to come out and attempt a pass of some sort. But, I mean, they're loading the box with all 8. They aren't going to get anything done if they just continue to run the ball up the middle. And Hawker keeps it himself, and he'll lose about a yard on the play.
Good play there by number 35, sophomore Jonas Smith. And a mistake earlier on the punt. Jake Swearingen has taken all punts for the Firebirds this year.
Really?
Yeah, I didn't think I saw him out there, but apparently we're not paying enough attention.
As a replay of a nice tackle for loss there by number 35 for the Firebirds. Hawker hasn't really been able to find his way he hasn't been able to read this defense to run the ball either. He's quite a successful running quarterback. And Wagner is hit hard at the line of scrimmage, and he'll lose
Incredible
2
tackle.
more. Looks like number 35 back there again for Wagner, or for the Firebirds to disrupt it. Jonas Smith.
Number 82, Jaden Crow on the assisted tackle.
3rd and long here for the Beavers.
So another a really good series for the Firebirds defense.
Yeah, right now they're looking to take this game by the throat and keep it.
So here we go, 3rd and 12. They have had no success whatsoever against the Firebirds on 3rd down. And here we go.
Back
Airs
to
it
pass.
out. Oh,
Almost
great.
intercepted twice.
Great defense by sophomore Ryan Hall coming up big again.
And Marquise Williams also had an attempt on that ball here. Hall jumps the route short, gets the tip on it, and then Marquise Williams almost comes up with a falling to the ground with another interception.
And Jared, I have no doubt in my mind that would have been caught if Ryan Hall wasn't there to help.
Oh, yes.
was
Marquise
headed
Williams
straight
is
for
at
the
the height of disadvantage there against Linkhart, but now on to
And
Beaver. Oh, no, I forgot Hawker's the punter, so he'll line up. If he sees something he likes, he'll take it.
And he punts this one.
And actually, the Beavers'
good
first
punt.
decent punt, it's going to roll down to the 30.
29.
29 is where they'll down at number 24.
Great net punt there by Hawker.
About a 52-yard punt there. 1st and 10 is where the Firebirds will start at the 29.
And the coaches have to love what they're seeing from sophomore Ryan Hall putting on a show tonight.
He is putting on a clinic at defensive back position.
Getting done on his offense as well, as he had 2 huge plays on that last drive where they converted.
And that was they only had a minute 9 with no timeouts. So 2 spike of the balls and a big first down run really kept him in, got him down the field. Maybe a gain of 2 on that play.
So here we go. Boulware up the middle, gains 2. So Miles Johnson and the Firebirds will line up for their second play of their first drive of the second half. So what do you keep on doing the same for Dave Miller here?
I say so. I mean, granted, we've argued all year why run the ball, but now you want to run the ball.
And until you see a chance to stop, why not? That's how I look at it.
Run this clock down, and hopefully Dave Miller's sitting on his first win here at Fairmont. And what a first win it would be against Beaver Creek. 3-1 playoff team each of the last 4 years.
So there we go, number 56 and number 47 there.
Johnson keeps the ball carry up the middle for about a gain of 1, so 3rd and 7 here for the Firebirds.
56 is Caleb Thomas and 47 Nicholas Thurston on the assisted tackle initial contact there, and keeps it at the line of scrimmage. So 3rd and 8 play for the Firebirds. And we'll see they take directions off the sideline. And they sit down again. Miles Johnson seems to change the play at the line of scrimmage in an option set.
Pitch goes out to, is that Perkins?
Stamer.
Stamer has
David
the hold of the
Stamer keeps on
outside.
going. David Stamer keeps on chugging. And
Stamer will stop, be tackled at the 44, but it looked like number 44. Caden Wagner with the tackle there for the Beavers.
great 3rd down conversion there by the Firebirds. David Stamer with another good play. He's been a solid contributor all season on offense, running and receiving, and even passing at times. I believe, David Stamer is 2 for 4 on the year with 50 yards passing the ball.
He 2 for 2. Oh, Stamer. Never mind. I thought you were talking about Johnson. I'd say Johnson's 2 for 2 tonight.
So here we go, lining up Miles Johnson.
Pitch goes out to Stamer once again. Stamer.
Dylan Krager on the carry. Dylan Krager got a lot of carries early in the game. Didn't see him a lot second quarter. Here he is back in the game in the 3rd quarter.
2nd down and 5 from the 39.
Alrighty, Johnson's taking the snap again. Up. taking more direction. Fake hit by Stamer there. Johnson directs his offensive line. Play clock at 4.
Hands off to Stamer up the middle, or to the outside more, and he'll gain about 3 on the play. That was correction. Boulware with the run up the middle. And it'll be about 3rd down and 2 here.
No substitutions here for the Fairmont. They're going to keep all the same guys in for 3rd and 2.
If you're the Beavers, you need to get a stop here, and almost likely a stop on 4th down.
So it looks like they're setting up an I formation here.
Boulware and
Krager
then
off
Krieger
to the top of the screen. A weird formation. Pitch. Stamer.
1st down, and he's upended by number 7. That is
Julian
Linkart.
David Stamer, another big time 3rd down conversion.
1st down, stops the clock, moves the chains, and they'll start now. 5 minutes left in the 3rd quarter. Firebirds 1st and 10, driving up 14 already. Did you see number 74 run off your screen there for the Firebirds? That is Luis Hatagikamana. You go to Fairmont, is that how you say it?
What?
Number 74 for the Firebirds.
Yeah, I've tried to say that name for 4 years. I don't think I can.
And that pitch goes nowhere. Stamer maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage. Actually says he'll gain 2, so
2nd and 8 here for Stamer.
as Stamer comes off and Burrows enters.
Great series there by David Stamer. He definitely deserves at least a pat on the helmet if you're the coaches.
I say give him some water.
So here we go, lining up again. As Miles Johnson, that option set, and the whistle will blow.
I don't think the play clock ever was set.
And so they'll
There
tell
they
them to
go.
run the clock. There we go, 2nd and 8. Fairmont Firebirds offense has methodically moved down the field again. Another one of their long, ruling drives. Hats up to this offensive line. They have been out there all game just working and working.
With the size disadvantage that they have, they are really moving this Beavers defensive line back. And Boulware maybe gets 2 on the play.
It's really been an inconsistent season for Boulware. As the first 2 games, he didn't seem to do anything almost.
Hardly any carries at all. And then the last week he had 2 touchdowns. And then the next week, or tonight so far, he has a couple big runs.
Yep, and Boulware up the middle hasn't seemed to work. But it was definitely working in Springboro last week.
Oh, yeah, he was gashing Springboro left and right, up that middle.
So Firebirds set up again, 3rd and 5, another 3rd down conversion. If they can get this one, you need to get Beaver Creek some Powerade out there or something, man.
Timeout, Fairmont.
And this has been almost a 7-minute drive, over 7 minutes, actually.
Yeah, they got the ball at about 10:15, I believe.
So, yeah, over 7-minute drive here for the Fairmont Firebirds. The timeout will give them some time to plot out this 3rd and 5.
Man, there was an intense game last night out at Springboro for that Thursday night lights game.
Oh, I heard about that.
Yes, Centerville coming into that game, they were 1-3. Springboro was 3-1, and all stuff looked like it was going to point Springboro an easy win. Well, Springboro found themselves down early, quick. They were down 10-0 before they finally broke the scoreboard, and Springboro had a chance to win or tie that game up. Centerville had to punt with about 50 seconds left, and Springboro blocked it and returned it down to the 30. But Melee threw an interception in the end zone with 12 seconds left.
Wow.
So, I mean, heartbreaking loss there for the Panthers. Is it really? That could put them out of the playoffs.
As Keenan Burrows catches the pitch from Miles Johnson, and they will not convert on 3rd down for once. So
well, remember, they've went for 4th down twice and got it, so.
We'll see. Burrows moves the ball well.
4th and 3. Leave Johnson on the field. Go for it.
Yeah, and I think that's exactly what they're going to do. As they are, look like, oh, nope. The punting unit comes out last second. Does not mean they're going to punt, though. We'll see what the Firebirds do here. So, ball at the 28.
I don't see why you would punt it.
Correction
Timeout.
at 33.
Oh, my. That's Fairmont's second timeout. They only have one left for the game. One left for the rest of the game. That better not come back and haunt the Firebirds.
They're looking pretty confident out there throwing out the timeouts. Miller must really think he's going to win this game. And why not? If you're the Firebirds, you've had some real good success out there on both sides of the ball.
Yeah, but given Fairmont's recent history, they've also been able to blow big leads too. So it'll be interesting to see how the rest of this game can play out, and Fairmont only having one timeout left, and now Miles Johnson comes back out onto the field. Why waste the timeout? Why? I don't see why you would. That's the dumb play. That's a dumb call there.
So 2:25 left in the third. They'll go for a fourth.
And he's in
4.
shotgun.
And
Johnson's in
again.
shotgun.
He drops back.
Looking to pass. He's hit as he threw, and it'll be about 3 yards short to the intended receiver.
And what do you know? Jackson Nipper on the pressure. Knocks him down. Beaver Creek's impact player of the game has been on D. He's been doing everything he can to stop his Firebirds offense. So here we go. Beaver Creek gets the ball back. Let's see if they can finally get something going here.
They have to be able to muster something on this drive.
You wonder when that pendulum of momentum is going to swing.
And with Linkhart and his ability to get into the open field and break a tackle, that could be on the next play.
So here we go.
That's 24. That is Noah Corrigan with a big run there to the outside.
So a big play by the senior.
2nd down and 2, so a gain of 8.
It seems one of the first efficient plays for the Beavers all game. So 2nd and 2 coming down. Hawker calling the play. That'll be up the middle, up
and
on the
he's
outside.
hit hard in the backfield by Ryan Hall.
Ryan Hall again, sensational sophomore. And look at that read on the outside and the hit.
Corrigan, I don't think Corrigan was expecting the pitch, and he was hit immediately.
Great job staying home by Ryan Hall. So here we go, Beaver Creek back at it again. Another 3rd down conversion. Haven't had any success today, so let's see if they can get it going. So Hawker's going to take this one and pitch outside.
He has the 1st down, and he has a hole, and he's down to the 45 as Corrigan. That's by far their biggest play of the game so far.
So Corrigan takes the ball around, but there was no Ryan Hall that time as he breaks past the 1st level and ends up running into Jake Perkins. Solid tackle by the usual offensive player. So here we go. Cody Hawker coming up again, leading this offense with a minute left. Clock starts ticking. Outside.
Hawker keeps it. He's
leveled by Jake Perkins.
He is upended by number 3, Jake Perkins of the Firebirds at midfield.
Oh, he does not look good. Limping a little bit is Hawker. And great hit by Jake Perkins. You couldn't tell he spent the last 3 years playing offense.
Cody Hawker, he's not coming out of the game, though, so staying in the game.
Unusual call by a high school coach to leave what appears to be a battered man out there.
Well, 2nd and 5 going into the last quarter. Team's down 14. You got to do anything you can to win. Hawker back to pass. Has the separation just out of the outstretched hands of Linkhart. Actually, that is number 2, Nathaniel Santiago.
And you had Corrigan wide open on the side of the field. So interesting throw there. They went with a deeper guy, and that pass gets stopped by Jake Perkins, who's come up big on this drive 3 times now. So good play by new safety Jake Perkins.
16 seconds left from midfield in the 3rd quarter.
So Hawker and Beaver Creek line up in that right wing formation as they have. Here we go.
Hawker pitches out to Corrigan. Corrigan spin move, and he'll be close to the first down. And that will be the last play of the third quarter.
As you can see on the replay here, Josh Baker comes and clobbers him right in the middle of a spin move.
And that will be the end of the third quarter of our MVCC Game of the Week number 5. Hometown Fairmont Firebirds lead 14-0 over the visiting Beaver Creek Beavers here on homecoming night.
So long, grueling drive for the Firebirds ends up punting. And Beaver Creek is trying to move this ball, but they run into a 4th and 1. I have no doubt in my mind, Jared, that they're going to try this conversion here.
Previewing our game next week, it is Fairmont at Miamisburg. Miamisburg currently trails Troy 14-7 at the half. So Miamisburg's coming off a disappointing loss last week to open up their new stadium to the Wayne Warriors, a 30-point loss and 42-12. So
can I talk about Josh Myers yet?
No. You'll get your chance. Hold on, kid.
All righty, Fairmont comes back out and lines up on defense as they're going to try to stop a 4th and 1 effort here by Beaver Creek. Here we go, Cody Hawker. And that rushing offense that has been stopped completely today as the Firebirds defense is looking as intense as ever.
Yeah, Fairmont looks mad. There's
and a little jump. I think that's a fumble. Are they going to call that as a fumble?
I never even saw the ref give the signal to start the clock.
Oh, my goodness. And Firebirds are going to get the ball.
Firebirds will take over on turnover on downs.
I'm confused on what happened there.
I didn't. Maybe if we could see a replay. I mean, I didn't even see the ref give the signal to start.
They will not talk this one out. This is definitely going the Firebirds' way.
I mean, even if he hiked it, I mean, they didn't get first down. They were 3 yards short.
So here we are. Firebirds take over again with solid field position.
And they have the chance to really drive this down deep.
If they get this touchdown, I'm gonna say this is a dagger, deep dagger. So here we go, Miles Johnson.
Bulwer gets the carry up the middle, and he'll gain about 4. 2nd down and 6 coming up here.
And he just looks like, ironically, a huge bowling ball that you gotta really try to stop. You gotta give some resistance. So the bruising fullback Boulware getting a good 4-yard run.
5'8", 185-pound bowling ball coming down the way at you. I'd rather get out of the way instead of get hit by that.
I agree. Here we go with the motion. Firebirds coming out.
Boulware gets the carry up the middle again. Maybe gets one on the play.
And Nipper and number 47, Nicholas Thurston, both on the tackle. Both seniors there.
3rd and 5 for the Firebirds. I would say this is 4th down territory if you do not convert here.
And I don't think they're going to punt if they don't convert either.
Well, Swearinger could pin him deep too.
It'll be interesting to see what they'll do after this drive, but that's if they don't get the 3rd down, which they've been so successful in converting.
And he has the 1st down. That looks like Stamer up the middle. Nope, Burrows. So we go from Boulware for 3 straight rushes to Burrows as he buries his way up the field. For about, that was almost an 8-yard gain.
Very competent run. So here we go.
Fairmont firing on all cylinders here late into the early 4th quarter.
So Firebirds line up again in the I formation with Boulware and Burrows behind them. Lines up, snaps the ball.
Johnson keeps it, and he'll gain about 3 on the play maybe.
Dragged down by number 76, Ryan Quillen.
But, I mean, you can see Fairmont is in no hurry to get up to the line of scrimmage.
Firebirds taking their time.
Yeah.
Having fun running down this clock, and the way they've been running the clock, I don't see.
You're not going to leave Beaver Creek with much time at all. And Beaver Creek's down more than 1 score.
You got to get 2 scores, 2 touchdowns,
at least,
and extra points.
At least. I mean, that's if Fairmont doesn't. Pitch out goes there to Stamer. And he's hit hard. Or no, that's actually Burrows. And number 30, Jake Nipper, or Jackson. Is it Jake or Jackson?
Jackson.
Jackson. I saw Jackson and then Jake Swearingen all right there.
And if you're watching this game, folks, you have to tip your hat to Jackson Nipper. Incredible effort all game.
That's why he's a captain on defense.
Very apparent.
He is the leader of this defense.
Easily seen.
You can see he's right there in the middle of your screen. Well, no, he's not. Camera wasn't zoomed out far enough. There he is, right there in the middle of your screen, back here towards the back.
Miles Johnson.
Johnson keeps the pitch.
And they read that option all the way. Triple action stifled right there by the Beaver Creek Beavers. So 4th and 6. Looking like they're going to bring out the punting unit here with Miles Johnson coming off the field.
And here comes Swearingen onto the field. Oh, I thought he was going to hit the ref. What? They are switching everything.
So here we go, complete personnel flop for the Firebirds. As usual, number 7, Julian Linkhart back there to return it. That's if it can get returned.
I see Swearingen. He's just going a high punt, trailing towards the sideline at the 10.
Woo, that was a
out
really
at
good punt.
about the 7.
And he's
actually out at the 12.
Great punt there by Jake Swearingen. So Beaver Creek, they can still come back, but it's going to be a long shot.
Right.
With the way Fairmont milks that clock and the way they've been dominating on offense and defense. But we'll see if the Beavers can get something going here. So Cody Hawker lines up here. And the option set. So here we go, takes the snap. Pitch back to Corrigan.
And Corrigan maybe gets 4 on the play there.
Gets tackled by sophomores Ryan Hall and Marquise Williams. So here we go. Another outing here. Another possession by the Beaver Creek Beavers. 2nd and 6. Clock ticking almost to 7 minutes and 30 seconds.
Pitch out goes to Corrigan once again, and he's maybe out to the 20. Now they'll mark him at the 18. He's down.
Corrigan getting a lot of carries, but not a lot of success
not
for
a lot
anybody.
of effort, or not a lot of anything behind it. I mean, 20 carries for 25 yards is not a lot. 3rd and 4.
So they line up again.
Beaver Creek should not be taking the play clock all the way down to 15.
Firebirds, we've got 8 on the line. And
a flag on the play, and he looks like he'll have the first down depending on what the penalty is.
I think it was
holding. It looks like holding against the Beavers, so they'll back him up 10 yards. They'll be 3rd and 14. And you can see Miller accepts the penalty.
Dave Miller has to be very happy with his team's effort. This is exactly the kind of football he wants to play. This is the type of reputation he wants at Fairmont. This is why they hired him. So Beaver Creek really pinned up here, and they have no choice. They have no choice but to pass.
It has to be a pass. 3rd and 12. You can't run the ball.
So very interesting. They're going a man-on-man set with Ryan Hall at the top of your screen and Jake Perkins.
A quick slant, and he has the first down.
First down by number 3, Jack Kowalski. Good slant. Perkins just wasn't quick enough to come up and defend that one.
No, he wasn't.
Good design by the Beavers. Finally, hopefully this will be the bright spot that gets them going, so this will start being a game. So here we go. Hawker drops back. Another pass. He keeps going. That is number 12, Jacob Maloney on the catch. That's freshman Trey Baker on the tackle there on the pursuit. 2 huge passes moving in down the field.
So Beaver Creek getting something going here, but is it too little too late?
we will see as the clock ticks down to 6 minutes. They still have a chance. Drops back again.
And he's engulfed by a group of Firebirds.
And that's 0.2 sacks.
That divided up between 5 people.
Whew. Good defense on the line there by the Firebirds. Just closing that pocket really quick, not giving him any time to think who to throw to.
Loss of 3 on the play. 2nd and 13, just at 6 minutes left in the 4th and final quarter.
So it doesn't look like that apparent injury earlier seems to affect Hawker at all.
Pitch out goes to Corrigan. Corrigan has the hold of the outside. He has the first down.
And all of a sudden, seeing a sudden charge from the Beavers.
You talking about that? I don't know if Hawker was really injured or it looked like he was just tripped up. I don't think he was injured. I think he was mad that he couldn't break that one shoestring tackle.
It might have taken the breath out of him or something.
But no, it doesn't seem like it's apparent him at all this game.
There we go, Hawker.
Hawker's going to keep it himself and gain 4 on the play. Fumble, ball's out.
The option doesn't fool Jonas Smith, and he gets the ball out. 2nd
down, so Beaver Creek will retain possession. After putting the ball on the ground, I believe that's their 2nd fumble of the game. 2nd and 6, 5.5 left.
Another good play by sophomore Jonas Smith here. Hawker lines up.
Hawker targets number 3, and it's intercepted. But no, it's not intercepted. There was a penalty before the whistle before the play. False start against Beaver Creek will back them up. So negate the interception. The play doesn't count.
And great defense here by former offensive player, strictly offensive player, Jake Perkins. He's come up big.
I've never seen him line up in the defensive side of the ball at all.
He looks like he's lined up on the defensive side of the ball every game of his career this game.
Beaver Creek's lucky that they got a false start penalty called against them because that would have been the nail in the coffin.
Easily. So 5 minutes here in this rather quick game, dictated by the run. 5:18 left and ticking.
Hawker back to pass, targeting number 3. He has separation and just airmails it by a little bit. Intended receiver, number 3, Jack Kowalski.
So had one big play on this drive. Tried to get him another one. Again,
I think if he would have caught that, he would have been gone.
Oh, easily. I say that a little too much.
He just got the separation. He cut on Perkins. Excellent there. Perkins better watch out for that cutter. He'll end up getting cut for a big gain, maybe even a touchdown if they can get Kowalski. If Hawker could just put a little bit less air into that, Kowalski has it caught.
Yes, indeed.
Pitch goes out as he's hit. Corrigan has the first
down. Edge clobbered by sophomore defensive back Marquise Williams.
He'll be about 2 yards short, 4th and about 2 it looks like.
So he thought he could get big and try to mow him over, but Marquise Williams.
This could be the ball game right here. 4th and 2 with 5:07 left.
They have to move the chains here.
Fairmont's loud crowd getting up on their feet.
You can feel the stomps in the ground.
Play clock's down to 10. Handoff goes to Wagner, and he breaks the tackle.
Caden Wagner.
And Wagner will find a touchdown on a 4th and 2, 35-yard touchdown run.
So your key player coming into this game, he finally shows up.
No, my key player is the kicker.
So here we go.
Number 13, Marcella Cash.
The freshman female kicker.
Freshman female. I mean, you can't take away anything just because she's a female. She's a freshman starting on varsity. Kick is up. No, they fake it. And Fairmont reads it perfectly.
Great play by Marquise Williams. And he is going to get some dap on the sideline.
Marquise, that could end up being the game right there. 4:59 left. Fairmont leads 14-6 over Beaver Creek, but Beaver Creek coming out, they have to kick off. And Beaver Creek has to onside it. They have not been able to stop this Fairmont offense at all.
If Fairmont gets the ball back, they're just going to run this down to the nub.
Real quick, you want to preview next week's game? Less time to talk about Josh Myers. Next week, we are Fairmont Firebirds at Miamisburg Vikings down at the new field in I believe it's called Holland Financial Field.
Yeah. Pretty sure.
Fairmont all-time against Miamisburg 7-4, but Miamisburg's on a 2-year winning streak. Fairmont on season average or series averages 29.9 points per game compared to Miamisburg's 20.45. Last year the game went into overtime, 30-27 final.
That was after the rain delay.
Yeah, that was the push back the next 2 days. So, real quick, what do you want to say about Josh Myers?
Just that he leads the line with so much authority. He's a man among boys. And if you get in his way, you're going to meet the ground really, really quick. And more impressively, Tony Clark has been this year. Tony Clark's such a great player, explosive, elusive, just about all you can say about a running back in Tony Clark.
Look at the height difference between Marcella Cash. She is 5'4". She was standing up next to number 5, Justin Terrell, 5'9". And it looks like he's onside kick. Bounce recovered by the Firebirds at midfield.
And
this really, if Fairmont gets one first down, this could be a go.
So if you're Beaver Creek here, it's now or never.
Right.
You have to stop.
Defense has to step up. Defense needs a turnover or a quick 3 and out.
And bold statement about this drive, I think we're going to see one play action pass. One.
I don't
think
know.
He's gonna sneak in there.
I don't think Miller's going to risk stopping the clock. That's a free timeout you can save for Beaver Creek.
Deception, deception, deception. And here we go.
Johnson keeps the ball, and he maybe gains a yard on the play.
Correction, I think there's a substitution out on the field of quarterback, Kenan Burrows.
Or maybe they wildcatted it.
He actually saw, he's their backup quarterback.
Oh, now Johnson comes on the field. Beaver Creek wisely did not take the time out there. Beaver Creek stopped them.
Good move, and you got a lot of time.
You got, 4.5 minutes left, but you have to be able to stop the Firebirds' offense. But Fairmont's going to let this drive go, this clock go all the way down to 2. Hike it, run it right up the middle with Burrows, or Bullware. Bullware gets it up the middle, breaks one tackle, and almost gets out of the high step.
Beaver Creek, oh my goodness. If they wouldn't have got that leg. He would have been marching.
If we could see a replay of that, we'll see who the touchdown saving tackle was there. 3rd and 4. Beaver Creek has still not taken a timeout. I don't know what Beaver Creek's coach thinks.
Well, I think he's going to wait this drive out before he starts wasting his timeouts.
Yeah, see what Fairmont can do this first.
So 3rd down conversion, again, have been quite the story of the game. They've been keeping the drives going.
Bulwer at the fullback position. And we have a whistle on the field. False start against the Firebirds will back them up 5, so it'll be 3rd and 9.
And Coach White over there is rubbing his hands. Give him one opportunity. Coach Black, correction. Colorblind.
Obviously. No. 3rd and 9 here. 3.5 minutes left to go.
Fairmont can get this. Well, the game can be over.
The penalty stopped the clock. 5 seconds on the play clock. Fairmont, they might get a delay game. 3, 2, 1. Oh, just hiking at 1. Johnson back to pass.
Oh.
And it's intercepted.
The pick.
Number 8 with the interception, Noah Elam with the pick there for the Beavers.
Huge play for Beaver Creek, and I told you that play action pass. I didn't say if it would work or not, Jared.
You said you want to see it, and if you're a Fairmont fan, you did not want to see that. Beaver Creek now takes over. 1st and 10 from the 39.
And there's the window. You just got to jump through it if you're Beaver Creek. You are that close to tying this game and sending it into overtime.
Well, you need a touchdown and a 2-point conversion.
You have to get a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. That's the only way this game's going to go any further.
You got to watch here. Perkins down at the bottom of your screen has not played defense much at all this year.
They're not going to target him.
Corrigan tackled in the backfield for about a 4-yard loss there.
Jonas Smith and number 46, Tyler Whaley.
And Austin Tackett. Everybody was back there for the Firebirds.
Austin Tackett made the initial hit on Hawker. They got the ball out.
2nd and 13. Under 3 minutes left here in the game.
So key players to watch here back in the secondary. Sophomores Ryan Hall, Marquise Williams, and juniors Kason Pate and Jake Perkins. See if they can hold, and they're going to run it.
Double end around. He has a hold of the outside. One man to beat. He breaks one.
He beats Perkins. Oh.
Number 1, is that number 1 or number 7? I cannot tell.
That's Kason Pate, number 7.
Pate comes up with a touchdown-saving tackle there for the Firebirds.
Great open field tackle. They're
Watch
at the
this
41.
execution. Perkins had him almost with a shoestring drive, and Pate grabbed him around the ankle and wouldn't let go.
Great closing speed there by Pate.
First down and 10 from the 39.
And
2:30 left in the game.
If you're the ends, you have to stay home. Stay home. Stop the end arounds.
Fairmont. Well, we have a stoppage on the field. Official timeout for.
They're gonna stop the clock here. They stopped the clock.
They stopped it momentarily. I don't know
why.
Okay.
I'll
reset the play clock.
Alrighty.
So 2:20 left. Hawker keeps it up the middle, and he gets about 5 on the play after the initial hit.
Beaver Creek willful offense here.
Yards after contact. That's where the number you look at if you're a scout for college. And right now, he has a lot of yards after that first initial contact.
Is it too little, too late, Jared?
I don't know. Under 2 minutes left here. Still, even if you get the touchdown, you got that 2-point conversion looking at you. Hawker back to pass. High to Maloney. And Maloney will have the first down by about 6 inches, so it'll stop the clock.
Good open field tackle there by Ryan Hall. Stopping the curl after he gets beat.
Ryan Hall was not letting him get behind him at all.
So good stop in the deep route, but gave up that curl.
The clock will start after the change is set. They are set. 1:45 and counting left in the fourth quarter here. They got 2 receivers to the bottom here at the. Hawker back to pass.
Down.
He has wide open.
Oh.
Almost intercepted. That's
Marquise
number 1.
Williams.
But he almost tipped that into the hands of the number 5 there too.
Inches away from the interception.
He almost tipped that into Terrell's hands. That would have been huge because he wouldn't have had anybody behind him to beat.
There was no safety. No safety back there.
I think Marquise Williams was the safety. He jumped that route, and he jumped it perfect.
So great defense again by this young Firebirds secondary.
2nd down and 10, 1:31 left.
Here we go, Hawker.
Hawker hands the ball up the middle to Wagner, and he maybe gains 2 on the play.
Jonas Smith staying home.
Timeout on the play, Beaver Creek. 3rd and about 8 on the play. This is going to be huge, these next 2 plays.
I don't know. I think the defense may stay. They have a very young defense. They have come through all day. You have to tip your hats to sophomores Jonas Smith, Marquise Williams, Ryan Hall, even Jake Perkins and Kasan Pate, the juniors making plays out there.
But really, so far this whole game, it's been a sophomore affair. You got sophomore Miles Johnson. I didn't know he could complete a pass, let alone throw one. He's 3 for 3, 4 for 4 with about 100 yards.
So very, very promising young Firebirds out there getting the job done. Also, only freshman on the varsity roster, Trey Baker, is making incredible plays.
3rd and 8 here coming out of the Beaver Creek timeout. 1:25 left in the fourth quarter here at Roush. In our Frickers MVCC game of the week for week number 5. Cocker pitches outside. He has the first down and out of bounds.
So Corrigan getting outside and getting the first move in the chains.
That'll move the chains. 1st and 10 from the 20. They are in the red zone.
Absolutely no room for error if you're the Beavers. Firebirds, you just have to hold. They have to hold on. 1 minute, 19 seconds.
Play prevent. You don't have to really blitz them. Play the prevent. Rush 3, put 8 in coverage. 1st and 10 from the 19. Hawker keeps it up the middle.
Jonas Smith has gotten a lot of tackles just by staying home on those options today.
Timeout. No, just a whistle.
We'll see what the whistle is here. Nope, just stopping the clock.
Now Beaver Creek will take. Now Beaver Creek will take the timeout.
Are they rolling it? Yep, that's going to be a timeout.
I don't think Coach Black wanted to be charged with that timeout, but the refs stopped it for no reason.
Yeah, I don't understand that one. Coach Black cannot be happy about that.
I mean, if not, the offensive line wasn't set, that'd be under a minute with this. I don't know.
So 1:12 remaining. Firebirds lead 14-6, and this is the longest they've ever had the lead the whole game.
Yeah, late in the fourth quarter, Firebirds with an 8-point lead here. 1:12 left.
So the whole second half, the whole first half, perhaps, they've controlled the game. Fourth quarter, the Beaver Creek is getting a little something going. 2nd and 7. So Hawker brings this offense that hasn't gotten going till the fourth quarter out.
Hawker he fakes the handoff and he hands off. Breaks 2 tackles by Terrell. And he's up in it.
I think
the refs say he was down. The refs say he was down at the 11, so it'll be 3rd and about 4.
Another hell of a play by Jake Perkins.
Watch this hit, Terrell. No, he was not down when that ball came out.
Bad call by the refs.
Bad call there by the refs.
Great hit by Jake Perkins. 45 seconds remaining.
Pitch goes out. And he stopped short of the first down. It'll be 4th down.
Ryan Hall.
4th and 1.
Making the play. I think they're going to
timeout Beaver Creek.
Nope.
Beaver Creek, final timeout with 34.1 seconds left.
Perkins went straight to the trainer stable with a shoulder. So here we go. We got some Beavers on your knees at the other side of the field.
4th and 1. This is the ball game.
So here we go.
4th and 1 here in week 5. You could be looking at Beaver Creek's playoff chances right here on this one play. 8 and 2. I mean, that's if they run the table after this game. But at 3 and 2, in such a competitive Region 4, which they're in, it's going to be hard to come out with 2 losses. And here it is. Everybody's on their feet on the home side. Everybody's on their feet on the away side.
Roush Stadium stands up for
this
their Firebirds.
Big 4th and 1 here.
This is the game.
He has the first down. That'll be down to the 6 play. Clock will stop. They just have to set the line of scrimmage because it's 1st and goal from the 6.
They need to be snappy with this one.
25 seconds left in the game. Targeting the end zone. Incomplete.
So there we go. Curl fails.
That was just too low there. That was just
Slightly
a bad
to the
pass
right.
by Hawker. You can see here, slightly off center and a little bit too low. 22 seconds left. 2nd down and 6.
So let's see. Ryan Hall at the top of your screen has been very, very good all day. And I think they're going to aim for him once again, as Jacob Maloney has been their key receiver. And as you can hear, Roush is standing up the middle, and they got the touchdown. Number 44, Caden Wanger again.
The touchdown's okay. You still have to get the 2-point conversion to force an overtime.
As you just heard, 17 seconds left. They need 2 to even make this a game.
Yes. The touchdown's okay there if you're Coach Miller in the Firebirds. The game now relies on this 2-point conversion.
And if you're senior Austin Tackett, who is
timeout Fairmont. They wanted to see it. Well, they didn't even let Beaver Creek set up.
Senior Austin Tackett has taken a leadership role this season on that defensive line. If you're any of the coaches or Tackett, you need to get this Firebird defense pumped up. You have to stop this 2-point conversion. This is the last breath of life here for the Beavers. And as you say, it may depend on their playoff hopes, being in the region that they are. So we'll see if this one's going into extra time. And if it is, it's going to be very intriguing to see how both teams treat OT.
Neither team has went into overtime yet this year.
It's definitely been a tale of two halves for the Beavers.
You can hear the defense chants coming from atop the Roush Press Box Stadium.
And these metal stands are definitely shaking.
This is the play of the game.
Lines it up the middle, Wenger.
And
he gets it.
He got it.
An amazing push by Caden Wenger.
Let's see if... No, he fell on number 46 of the Firebirds and kept those legs going. So Wagner pushes his way.
And a hug from the coaches. Such a willful run. He kept them legs moving until he saw that he was in that blue.
Wagner fell on top of Tyler Wallahay to keep his legs churning.
So here we go, 17.7 seconds left, but it'll be interesting to see if the Firebirds even want to try to go for this one. So most likely it's looking like overtime, first for the Firebirds and the Beavers.
If you're Fairmont, they're going to probably squib it to start the clock immediately after the contact. I say, why not take advantage? You have the height advantage with Hall
Ryan
and
Hall.
Swearingen.
I say you go for Ryan Hall. If you're going to go for it, you have to go for the 6'2", 16-year-old beast out there with major hops. But as I said, it'll be interesting to see what they're going to do.
Well, it's going to be interesting. What's going through Marcellus Cash's head right now? The young freshman kicker for the Beavers. Granted, you got to boot this one as deep as you can get, but watching her during pregame warm-ups, she wasn't getting a hold of that one really well.
You have to be nervous if you're a freshman.
Yeah, freshman kicker. And they squib it. And Fairmont falls on it.
Oh, Fairmont has some pretty good field position here with 15 seconds left.
From the 50, 16.3 seconds left. This is going to be close.
So they tried deception once again, and that is the third onside kick that has failed. So here we go, 16.3 seconds left. Are they going to try to come home victorious right here? Or are they just going to go to overtime?
Take a shot. No, we took the timeout. Take the shot. You've got 16 seconds left. Look at the separation.
With some space. If the offensive line can block those four, they can get that ball down there to Hall.
Look at the space between Hall and this defender.
No safeties at the top of your screen. And Burrows is going to throw it to Hall. Burrows is going to go to Hall.
He has it. He hasn't caught.
Ryan Hall.
But there's two penalties in the backfield.
Penalty markers.
Holding against Fairmont.
Oh! And the heart breaks. Go through Fairmont's head.
Let's see if we can see a replay powered by Frickers here.
As you can see on the replay, the pitch and
if we could
apparently
restart this
holds.
replay and slow it down a little bit from the beginning.
So as you saw there,
if we could see a replay or slow it down at that beginning. 9.5 seconds left.
And
I still think Millers is going to go to try to win this game. Nope, take the knee, go into overtime.
So
and
amazing
that'll do
play.
It. We're getting ready for some free football here in Roush Stadium. Tied at 14 going into the first overtime.
Here we go, ladies and gentlemen, into OT.
This is what you like about G-Walk football.
Tonight's MVCC High School Football Game of the Week, powered by Frickers, is being recorded by the Miami Valley Communications Council and media students from Kettering, Fairmont, and Centerville High Schools. Go to our website, mvcc.net, to find a schedule for rebroadcast of the game. And while you are there, check out the other cool features the site has to offer, such as such and class information, staff bios, and information about what MVCC does to make sure you get the best viewing experience. Visit mcc.net.
Tonight's game is also sponsored by Miami Valley Adapted Sports. MVAS is a Paralympic sports club that provides recreational and competitive sporting opportunities for individuals with physical disabilities. Visit Miami Valley or MiamiValleyAdaptedSports.org now for more information.
So here we go into the first OT of Fairmont and Beaver Creek season. And the tale of two tapes here, you didn't.
Yeah, first
people didn't
half belonged to
expect
Fairmont, fourth quarter belonged to Beaver Creek. We would also like to thank Frickers for our MVCC Game of the Week shirts.
So player of the second half for both teams, Caden Wenger.
Yeah, Wagner put the team on his back and muscled his way into the end zone.
So Krieger
and Nipper out for the coin toss.
So
we would also like to remind you, October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month. So starting next week, our scoreboard tracker down here at the bottom will be pink with the Susan G. Komen logo breast cancer ribbon on there. The best way to fight breast cancer is to have a plan that helps you detect the disease in its earliest possible stages. Create an early detection plan, do self breast exams, and schedule your clinical breast exams and mammograms based on your age and health history with your doctor now.
Here we go. Coin has been flipped.
And if you win the coin toss, you want to be defense first, so you know what you have to do.
So here we go. Ref comes out to call it.
We will see. Fairmont won the toss. We're going to play towards the north end zone.
So, all right.
So Beaver Creek should start this first overtime.
And if you're Dave Miller, that's exactly where you want to be.
Yeah. Your defense is really, except for that last drive.
Despite for the last two drives, they've been so stout the whole game. And really, Beaver Creek, Caden Wenger is the player of the second half, but Beaver Creek's passing got them where they are. Beaver Creek had an abundance of passing attempts that moved them down the field for those rushing opportunities. So Hawker, really good as well. 14-14, Fairmont will kick off.
There is no kickoff in overtime. Each team's at the 25. 20. Correction,
there is no kickoff. I've never seen a high school overtime. We're starting the 20 out here in OT.
Here we go. No, only thing is play clock, which is down to 7. Pitch, and he's hit hard in the backfield.
Marquise Williams with the bruising hit in the backfield.
Corrigan had nowhere to go.
So similar to the hit Sukavecki had before he went down early in the game. Marquise Williams and this young secondary making Dave Miller proud.
Second down and 14, a loss of 4 on the play.
So Beaver Creek comes out second and 14. Walker lines up on a center.
Hands off to Horgan, and he'll have a touchdown.
Wenger again. You have to be up the middle to stop that.
That is Wagner's 3rd touchdown of the game, rushing there. Beaver Creek, now they need to make this. Now all the pressure now is on Marcella Cash's shoulders. She had the first one was a bad snap, second one they went for 2. So we'll see if she can get it up and get it over.
Well, here we go with Jacob Maloney holding. Cash will attempt the extra point here.
It is up.
Almost
and
blocked,
good.
But in.
Beavers take their first lead of the game. 21-14. Now it is Fairmont's turn.
So they literally have to get this one.
Yeah, it is touchdown or a loss here if you're the Firebirds.
So last memorable overtime experience when the
Shut
Firebirds.
Shut up. Don't bring it up. You want to get thrown out of the press box?
Firebirds lost to Centerville with a missed extra point 2 years ago. Here we go. Miles Johnson will line up with the Firebirds offense again. Has been rather successful today, except in the second half.
Pitch goes out.
David Stamer.
Stamer has the edge, and he'll gain about 5 on the play.
Julian Linkhart on the hard tackle. Stares Stamer down as he walks away.
2nd and 6.
So the Birds have a mentality to score, and I think they also think they're going to run it in for the touchdown. What would you say?
Yeah. No doubt Miller keeps the ball on the ground here. Play clock's down to 10. High pitch out goes to, is that Burrows?
Burrows to the outside. Burrows takes
is-
the edge, and it looks like he has nope.
He'll be about 3 yards short of the first down, so about 3rd and 3 here.
We'll see where the market. Yep, 3rd and 3 indeed.
This is where you send Bullware up the middle.
We'll see. That has been turmoil today. As Jackson Nipper been kind of quiet in the second half, but we'll see what him and the Beaver Creek defense does here. The loud crowd is stomping. Krieger
up the middle. It'll be close. It looks like he'll be about a yard short here.
4th and 1 for the Firebirds. And no substitutions on the field. Everybody will stay in.
4th and 1. This will be.
This is the game right here. This is the game. 21-14. Firebirds in a position where they have to score.
They don't have to score now. They have to get the first down. First down is all that matters. Play clock's down to 3. Timeout, Fairmont.
So both teams using their timeouts today.
Well, Beaver Creek still has one.
So whole overtime period to go. And Miller uses the timeout. 4th and 1.
I think.
Guys, can I get rid of here?
I think he wanted to see how Beaver Creek would line up defensively.
So the observing Firebirds huddle around to formulate a plan to get across.
You need 2 yards here.
There's Martha.
4th and 2. This could end up being the ball game here if Fairmont doesn't pick it up.
Dave Miller sends his squad back out there.
Bullware is not on the field.
Krieger lined up at fullback, and history shows they're going to go up the middle here. But Beaver Creek pinching that line, and those linebackers are getting up there.
4th and 2. This is the game. He gets it up the middle. He will be close. He did not get it.
He did not get it. Bad play calling there by Fairmont. And the Beavers take the game.
Beaver Creek comes down from 14 back, 21 unanswered points, and comes out with an overtime victory, 21-14 over the Fairmont Firebirds.
So excellent tackle there by 57 Jay Drennan on the last play. Firebirds had this game, Jared.
Yeah, Fairmont had this game all the way up till the final 4 minutes of the 4th quarter. The way they dominated up and down the field. Fairmont just played a little bit too conservative this end, and Fairmont comes out on another losing end of a great game. And Fairmont falls to 0-5. Beaver Creek now 4-1. Fairmont has Miamisburg next week down at Holland Field.
And Dave, in another week of Dave Miller being very frustrated.
I'm looking through my Beaver Creek schedule to see who the Beavers play next week. So Springboro will be in back-to-back Thursday night games. There will be Beaver Creek at Springboro next Thursday night. There's your final score once again, 21-14. Beavers come back.
14 down.
Signing off for this game, I'm Jared Bergstrom alongside
Jeff Allen.
Thank you. Drive home safely. We'll see you next week.
That's all, folks.